do it.
Hey guys, this is Versatile from Project Phoenix Media. In today's video tutorial, I want to show you how you can use the newest PS3Xploit on your PS3 Fat or PS3 Slim, which is the 25XX manufactured 2010 and earlier. Basically, you have any of those PS3 models, you can install this PS3Xploit, which basically is a soft mod method, call it if you will, that allows you to install custom firmware on your system. No more do you have to take apart your PS3 and do like these hardware flashers. You don't have to do that anymore. So this is awesome if you're a PS3 gamer and you've been itching to soft mod your system finally. And this kind of modding is so easy. It's easier than doing other kind of mods for other game consoles in a nutshell. So basically what you want to do first of all is make sure you update your PS3 to OFW, official firmware 4.82. I'm not going to go through that process today. There's a lot of guides on that on YouTube or online in Google. Just make sure you're using the latest Sony update version 4.82. If in the future you have a newer version, don't update unless there's a newer version of the PS3Xploit program. So let's assume that your PS3 is already updated to 4.82. Great. Next thing you want to do is you're going to need a USB thumb drive, and make sure you format that as FAT32. Once that is completed, there's basically two files that you need in a nutshell. So let me just navigate to my USB thumb drive, and I'll have links in the video description where you can download these files, and as well as other websites that has a text tutorial if you're having trouble following along. So here's my USB thumb drive that's plugged into my computer right now. One file that you need is this flsh.hex file. Okay, so you're going to need that file, download it, and just dump it into the root of your USB thumb drive. Don't pay too much attention to these other folders that I have. It's just folders that I use on a daily basis when I play around with my PS3. So at the very core, flsh.hex on the root of your USB thumb drive. Next thing you need is a folder called PS3. Under the PS3 folder, you want to have another folder called Update. And yes, all these folder names are case sensitive, so make sure they're all capital letters. And then under the Update folder, you notice that I have this file here, this .pub file. In other video tutorials and other guides, they say that, okay, after you install 4.82 OFW, then you gotta install the CFW of firmware, or firmware, however you're gonna pronounce it. And then after that, if you wish, you can now downgrade to like a Rebug firmware file until Rebug releases like a 4.82 CFW, which is not available at the time of this recording. So to help save a step, basically what we're going to do in my video tutorial is we're going to install, you already installed 4.82 OFW, and we're going to go straight to Rebug, and we're going to skip the firmware CFW, which is a big time saver. And personally, I just like Rebug. It's updated. There's a lot of good stuff on there, so that we're going to use. So in the video description, I'll have a link to this Rebug firmware file, and it's made by Thebogo, so props to him or her. And what we're going to do is we're going to rename this file. So press F2 and let's rename it as all capital letters PS3 that's it .pub. Okay, and that's it. So what happens is, assuming that everything goes well on the PS3, eventually we'll install this firmware file and we'll be good to go. And last but not least, I'll probably do this in another video tutorial as a follow-up, but after you, let's say you assume that you got your PS3 successfully downgraded, so to speak, to Rebug, then you want to install like a bunch of different package files. So here's some example of package files that I have, which I'll talk about in a separate video tutorial, just to keep things nice and simple and easy for today's tutorial. So that's all you need so far on the USB thumb drive. You need the flash.hex file, and then you need your firmware file in that PS3 update folder, and then you're good to go. So go ahead, eject that USB thumb drive, plug that into the right hand portion, or sorry, the right USB port on your PS3, and you'll be good for that particular step. And then last but not least, I did take some shortcuts on my PS3, so let me just give you a prelude of what's to come. So on my PS3, I do have a bookmark to this website. It's pretty nice. I like this website compared to other similar websites online. It's just simpler to use. And this is called the ps3hack.duckdns.org. Very simple website. So go ahead, go into that website on the PS3, and I'll show you what that looks like. And on the PS3, I'll show you how to use your web browser. Basically, you want to make sure that you are navigating to a blank home page. Go to this website, make a bookmark, and then we'll be good to go. So with that said, let's jump straight into the next portion of this PS3 game tutorial. It's going to be awesome. A lot of good times. Let's do this. Okay, so this next portion of the video tutorial, we're going to show you how to run the PS3Xploit. So this assumes, like I said earlier, that you have running 4.82 OFW and your PS3 is connected to your home network. So what we're going to do is go to your web browser. So go to web browser here, and you notice that my web page, the home page, opens up to a blank page. So how do you do that? This helps reduces the memory usage on the PS3 to help make sure that the exploit runs successfully. So in order to do this, press triangle, and then go to tools, and then go to home page, and under here, select blank page, and then say OK. Another thing that I've done ahead of time is go ahead, close out the browser, and then go back into the browser. And once you're inside the browser, what you want to go is to the search tool. So press triangle and go to search, and this is where you type in your particular website that you want to go to. In this particular case, we're going to go to ps3hack.dns.org. So I already typed that in previously, and I made that into a bookmark. So if I go to triangle, go to bookmarks, my bookmarks, here it is, ps3hack.dns.org. So how do you make a bookmark? So basically, after you type in your address in that search bar, just press triangle, go to bookmarks, my bookmarks, add to bookmarks, and press X, and there you go. Okay, so once you're at this particular page, next thing you want to know is your PS3 a NAND or a NOR? The majority of, all the PS3 Slims are NOR chips. Okay, if you have a Fat PS3, I think it's up to the letter H, I want to say, or maybe it's under H, that you are NAND. Anything higher, you are NOR. So if you do a quick Google search, and I'll have a link in the video description as well, you can easily find out is your PS3 Fat a NAND or a NOR. All the Slims are NORs. So in my particular case, I'm using a 2001A PS3 Slim. So I know it's a NOR, so I'm going to go ahead and run the NOR. Sure, you can run the backup that's under step number 1, but I don't think that's too necessary. So we're going to jump straight into number 2 here. So let's go ahead, and we're going to do the NOR. So let's do NOR, okay. And we go to this congratulations page. Great, so say okay. And now on this particular page, you scroll down until it says, write to NOR flash memory. And if everything works great, maybe it'll work on the first try. Maybe it won't. Let's see. So we see that it works, success, great. And what we're going to do is wait a while, maybe like a minute or so, and then wait for the PS3 to power down and shut down. And once it's shut down, then what we'll do is we'll turn it back on and recontinue with the rest of the video tutorial. So when you turn on your PS3 again, it's going to go back to this screen, which is okay. So go ahead and press OK and run that file check. So make sure you turn on your PS3 controller, and then we're going to press OK. Okay, so we're in the home stretch, guys. So we have successfully did the hardest part, which is just getting your PS3 to go through that website and get a fix, so to speak, from there. So now what you want to do is reconnect your controller, go to System Update, and if I didn't say this in the first portion of the video, I'll say it again, is this whole process assumes that you had your PS3 thumb drive, USB thumb drive in the rightmost port of your on your PS3. So what you want to do now is go ahead and say update via storage media, and it's going to find that Rebug firmware file that we had earlier, and just go ahead and follow through with the process. So to help save some time, what I'll probably do is I will either fast forward or cut out some portions of this process, but you'll get an overall idea of how this works. So let's do this. All right, congratulations. You are now on official Rebug. How do you know that? Because now we have Package Manager. So you can go here, you can go to the system storage, install the Rebug Toolbox, and then you can follow my other video tutorials in the past that I've done on how to configure Rebug Toolbox and how to install additional package files. And maybe what I'll do is I'll make another follow-up tutorial that goes into more of a general, newbie guide. Okay, I have a jailbroken PS3. Where do I go from here, basically? But I think a lot of you guys already know what to do. I think it's just the hardest part is just getting your PS3 jailbroken in the first place, right? So that is the video game PS3 exploit process. If you guys have any nitpicky questions, leave a comment here on the YouTube page and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Once again, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.